Los Angeles is big, really big. 469 square miles of people, places, buildings, trees. So when a friend of mine told me about an abandoned Nazi compound near Beverly Hills, frankly, I didn't believe her. I thought, I've lived here for 28 years. There's no way I haven't heard about this place. Ruins in a small town, they might be the main attraction, but here, things just get lost in the vastness of Los Angeles. When you tell people about this place, do they believe you?
Everyone's just like, what?
Yeah, it was my first time. He tried to describe it to me, and I was trying to picture what that entailed. But yeah, it is kind of a former Nazi bunker, I guess.
Yeah.
Or so the story goes.
A lot of people don't believe this story, but I mean, you can look it up on Wikipedia. It's there.
Yeah.
Weird couple, for sure.
So, going through today, were there ever uncomfortable moments, or was it just kind of?
Definitely in the barn. I'm scared of everything.
Oh, wait, you got uncomfortable where?
Like in the, what was it, barn? Like I don't know what it was.
It looked like a barn.
Yeah, I got some really bad vibes. Like there was just a couple like dark rooms. You couldn't see anything.
And the spray paint doesn't help because it's all, you know, graffiti.
666 everywhere.
Yeah.
So I believe this was a 20,000 gallon diesel tank. So we can see that there was serious infrastructure and serious thought put into the construction of this whole compound. I mean, it was built on a scale that you just can't even begin to imagine. To try and understand the long, weird history of Murphy Ranch, we have to go back to 1933 when Will Rogers, movie star Will Rogers, sold 50 acres to a woman named Jessie Murphy. Now, there was no Jessie Murphy. Her real name turned out to be Winona Stevens. But her and her husband Norman bought 50 acres from Will Rogers and started to build what would become known as Murphy Ranch. So we're looking at a water tank that could hold 395,000 gallons of water. As we'll see as we go around Murphy Ranch, these people believe they could live off the grid. So this water tank was part of that infrastructure. So they wouldn't have to rely on anyone else.
Angels have no thought of ever returning you. Would they be angry?
Right around the time that Winona and Norman bought these 50 acres, Winona met a very persuasive German man known as Herr Schmidt. Winona believed Herr Schmidt had supernatural powers, and she was inclined to believe anything he told her. And what he told her was that once Hitler conquered Europe and moved Europe to a fascist state, that America would descend into chaos. And he told her, we need to build a self-sustaining compound for us to be able to ride out that chaos. We need to be able to hole up here in Rustic Canyon with water, electricity, diesel, everything that we've seen. We need to isolate ourselves so we can then emerge once the chaos is settled down and move America to fascism.
Downtown in Kelly, Chipotle, you sticking your dog wrong, baby.
So walking through here, we can see how large this infrastructure was. I mean, this is a huge horse stable. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 stables. There's a whole second floor. I mean, these people were really believed that they would have to fend for themselves, I guess. Luckily, I just got my tetanus. So we're standing in what was their powerhouse. They had some big generators in here. Obviously, if you're trying to live off the grid, you need power. So this is where they would generate all of their electricity. It's a very strange place. All concrete, which is probably why it's still standing. Serious bunker. One of the first things you'll notice if you come out here are all these staircases. Staircases just lining the hillsides. Most historians think that these were put in place not just for, ease of passage, but there were armed guards that patrolled this compound. So these stairs allowed them to walk around the entirety of the compound and keep watch. This is believed to have been one of the gardens. Again, you need food, you need water, you need electricity to be self-sustaining, so I guess they thought they would grow food here. Even the garden they built with concrete. I mean, these people, you can tell a lot of money went into this construction. Not surprisingly, the federal government was keeping a close eye on this compound during construction. So December 8, 1941, they raided the compound and arrested Herr Schmidt under espionage terms. He was a German spy, so they arrested him, and when they were arresting him, they found a very powerful shortwave radio, which would have been a perfect way for him to communicate with Germany. But Winona and Norman weren't arrested. They stayed here, and they actually ended up living above this garage until 1948. They then sold the whole compound to the Huntington Hartford Foundation, which then converted this area into an artist colony. Author Henry Miller lived here for a little while. It was such a large place. I mean, there's just a long, strange history. A lot of it, we aren't really sure of the facts, but these are things that local historians have kind of deduced from various permits and stuff. Regardless, it's a strange place with a very surreal history and a general weird feeling to it. To call this place a liability is an obvious understatement. That's why it's all the more important for you to come out here and see it for yourself firsthand, because there's no telling how long these structures will be here. There's no historical preservation effort. I mean, obviously there's really nothing left to preserve at this point. But come out here, see it for yourself, and just experience a very weird and strange facet of Los Angeles history. Frankly, a part of Los Angeles history that most people would hope to forget for obvious reasons. But it's here, and it tells its own story. As always, there's a Google Maps link beneath the video, so click on that and you can come out here to majestic Rustic Canyon and see it for yourself. Also, I wanted to say thank you for watching these past 13 episodes. We really appreciate it for you coming along with us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Stay up to date as we build season 2. Exciting stuff. As always, thanks for watching.